Namaste, all of you. Namaste, sir.
Namaste, ma'am.
So
Namaste, everybody.
today we are going to do a small session on remedies. Sir, we can start.
Yeah.
Namaste, sir.
Namaste, ma'am. Okay, this is a synopsis to the webinar on remedial measures I'll be doing on 23rd of July and 30th of July. The last time I did it, it was about 139 slides. I've done so far, it has come up to 260 slides. So it's about 40% more than what I've done before. I'll just give you what I'm going to do, and we'll discuss how I'm going to do about it. So we'll discuss some 5-6 charts, both the most important aspect of that thing. So praying to Mahaganapate Namaha, Aditya Isoma Mangalai Budasha, Guru Shokarsani Besarang Namaha, Okay. This is the first day content. So we'll be first, what I say, when you go into the horoscope, you should know some basics, how to take for remedies. So you must know the odd and even signs, the 3 doshas, you must know the 4 elements. The Dhatu Mula Jiva, you have to identify. So all these basic concepts, only if you understand and analyze, what you say, you can go into remedy. So it will be like, so the first basic afflictions and remedy. What are how a chart is afflicted and how you go about to choose a remedy. So it's the Bhava, Graha and Karaka. So any affliction must have an affliction to all 3, and the remedies will give it. So basics of affliction of a Bhava or planet. Badhakasthana, Badhakasthana affliction is totally a different type. Especially if it involves Kuliga Mandi, it is absolutely a total different. It is not ordinary problems. It will be totally esoteric problems you will have. Dhatu Mula Jiva, this is very, very important in understanding about remedial measures. So elemental science, bhavas and what are the remedies, planets and what are the remedies. The 5th and 11th house in remedies is very, very important. That is a way of finding 5th of what? 5th from Lagna, 5th of Moon, 5th and AK, 5th from a planet, 5th from a Baba will tell you a very important aspect of the Devata to be worshipped. And the 11th house from a particular Baba or afflicted planet will give you the key to what will solve the problem. This I'll explain to you this very, very important aspect of the 5th and 11th from a particular Baba or planet. Then see what you must know, the Ishta Devata, Parigara Devata, and the remedies. So what Devata, how to identify Devata. If it's a single planet, it can be a single Devata. It can 2-3 planets together, the Devata will get changed. So how to identify the Devata, I will teach you. The general rules to identify the Ishta Devata. It's not just the Ishta Devata, the Parigada Devata also. So then the planetary conjunction and the Devata scheme. Planets, Adidevata, Pratidevata, I'll be explaining the general popular scheme and what is being prescribed by the rishis. Then another thing is, how do you identify dosha, sabha, curses, and remedial measures? How sarpa dosha form, kuja dosha form, pitru doshas form, kalatra doshas form. So this I will explain. I'll give you the remedy to it. Then there are each one born on a particular nakshatra has some certain doshas. What are the doshas and the remedy to it? Then we'll go to Ashtavarga. How does Ashtavarga help in identifying a remedy? Then the whole list of Varga chart. But it doesn't stop though. The main aspect we can identify it in the Rasi chart, but the Dwadasamsa, the Shodasamsa, the Siddhamsa, the Nakshatramsa, Trimsamsa, Vimsamsa, all these each have an aspect of understanding the Devata. When you're coming to identifying the Devata, each for has one particular significance. So this I'll be teaching how to look at these charts and how to identify the Devata for what particular aspects you'll have to. These Varga charts are identified. Then another very important aspect of remedies is when do we do the remedy? What is the time to the remedy? So one very, very important aspect, the Panchanga and remedial measures is very important. On which nakshatra, in which tithi, in which yoga, in which karana is very, very important. And the time to do, how do you choose a time? Okay, I go to a particular temple or I go to a very important temple, but can I go it in any day? What is the most important day which I can make the best use of the deity? If it's a remedial deity, it's a different. If it is for just wealth or for health, each has a particular panchanga significance and a time significance. What are the time? Is it Lagna, Jogati, Hora, many other aspects? So the panchanga and the muhurta regarding the remedial measures, I'll be teaching. Then the list of remedies will be, there'll be lamp remedy, the medicinal bath, the donation related to planets, when, how to donate, bearing of roots, trees and shrubs, nakshatras, grains and remedies. This will be the first day content. Second day content, we'll go to Astro Vastu remedies. The general, what are the Vastu doshas and what are the remedies. One more thing, last time I didn't add this, now I'm adding it. Finding the favorable city according to the horoscope. It is astrocartography. It's not calculating a chart for that particular place. Each place has a, what I say, according to Kurma Chakra of Varahmira, each, the world and India has a particular place to a particular zodiac. How do you choose that? And like, let's say you want to go to a particular city and work. How do you know which is lucky for you? If you're in Bombay, you want to go to Delhi. How do you know it is lucky? So this is based on Kurma Chakra. What I say, I'll be adding apart from the general Vastu remedies, I'll be telling you. I'll be adding this also, which find out which is your best country which you are going, or in India, you want to go in any place in India, which is the best city for you. Then gemstones we know. So the exact how to identify the gemstone as remedy. Then we have color therapy. Sometimes color therapy can be as effective as a gem. So how all can we use color therapy in health and enhancing a self-purity? There's one more cloth and remedy. I've seen this working instantaneously. You can control the negativity for the day. It's not a long-term remedy, but it works instantly, we'll tell you. Then based on the sensual organs, there is fivefold universe and remedies, the three dosha planets and remedies, the sense organ and remedies, the karma indriyas, jnana indriyas, remedial measure, taste and remedies, because certain taste can increase a particular planet's vibe. Certain things can reduce. So how do we identify that, and how does taste become a particular remedy? Then mantras, the most important mantras for astrological remedies. I'll be giving a completely and what I say idea about it. And I'm teaching about bark flower and remedies. Bark flower is very good psychological remedy, especially when Venus, Moon, or watery signs or airy signs are involved. Bark flower becomes a very good remedy. Numerology and remedial measures. Here, this is very, very important. Numerology. I'll be given an example chart also. It's a very quick remedy where we can easily alterate the horoscope in numerology. One more thing I'm adding in numerology is I've also explained one particular chart. Your name is very, very important. Your name can, just not your numerology, I'm saying, your meaning of a name can mean a particular bhava or planet. Is it correct? Or it is denoting something else. So this is very, very important aspect. That last time I didn't teach this. I'm teaching with numerology, something about your name, how your name means and relates to a particular bhava. Is it in sync or harmonious with your thing? Horoscope is very, very important. In fact, mostly you can identify, it's just not your name. What is your friend's name, your wife's name, your boss's name, everybody's name, and how, what is is this person lucky for you? You don't need to see the horoscope. You can just know their name, look at your horoscope and find out whether this person can be lucky with him, just with his name alone. You need your horoscope. You can't be asking your friends or somebody you know, what is it, show me the horoscope, I want to say whether I'll be lucky. No, just his name is enough. His name and with your horoscope is enough to find out what I say. So this is something called numerology and name to identify. This last time I didn't take. This time I'll be speaking on this. Lal Kitab and remedies, everybody knows. I'll be giving a gist of all these instant Lal Kitab remedies. Then there's a whole list of how to activate a planet and a bhava. Complete 12 bhavas, 9 planets in 12 houses. When Sun is in the first house, to 12 houses. So all the 9 planets, how do you activate a particular planet? Then there is list of what I say, temples, important temples for, this is for marriage problems, for progeny problems, so Pitru-dosha related, Rahu, Ketu, Sarpa temples, longevity, what are the temples, Navagraha dosha temples. This will be telling. This last 3 I have added this time. Saundarya Lahiri, which is one of the, what is a most important mantra shastra. How do we use them for remedial measures? There's an homeopathy 12 salts and remedial measures. I'll be teaching all. Then finally, prasna, identifying the remedy. Okay, it's not just looking at your horoscope and identifying the remedy. What I say, finally, you should confirm it in prasna. The time they are consulting, you will have to consult, is this the remedy, is the correct remedy? So it's very, very important to know a bit of basics of prasnas, to know, looking at the basic horoscope and looking at the present time, is the remedy which I'm going to tell is correct. You both coincide, you know you're on dot, the remedy is going to be fantastic. So there's 54 chapters covering about more than 260 slides. We have mentioned as 3 hours. I'm sure it will not finish in 3 hours. It'll take more than 3 hours. 3 hours. So very exhaustive course, almost covering every aspect of remedial measures. I will just take some more suggestions you all want me to say. I've just got 1 week to more, and the second session, I might add some more also to it. I'll just give you a brief up about the horoscope discussion. Okay, I'll just tell you about the name. See, Ramakrishna Paramahamsa is, everybody knows, he is a devotee of Kali. So anybody can tell me why is it devotee of Kali based on the horoscope? We all discussed fifth houses of the Upasana Devata. So what I say, he has Jupiter in the fifth house. So Jupiter in the fifth house must be Jupiter and Jupiter related. But here Jupiter in retrograde will conjoin with Rahu. When conjoined with Rahu, you know, Rahu denotes Kali. So one thing is Kali. Or if you simply take from Jupiter, the fifth house, it is Saturn. You know how Kali looks. It's a mixture of Saturn, Rahu. So you can just look at his horoscope itself. I'm just giving you a person we all know what worship he was. He is one of the biggest saints. So we all know he was worshipping Kali. So if you look at his horoscope, what is the deity which was naturally favorable for him? We are able to look into it. So it is Jupiter and it is Jupiter with Rahu and Saturn. Okay. Okay. Then we will be looking at. Okay, this person, a person is unmarried person. Okay, now if you want to give, is still unmarried, is running the fifth Dasha of Mars and Saturn. So what will be the remedial measures to be given? If we look under the horoscope, here Venus is in a fiery sign with moon going towards Nicha. That is one particular affliction. Mars is the seventh lord in the eighth from itself, is one of the major aspect of the affliction. So Mars has to be a remedy. So Mars related remedies must be given. Even when I checked it up with the Prasna, Mars. So what is the Mars? And Mars is not generally Mars remedies for all. Mars in a Mercury's house, it will change. The remedy will change for Mars in a Mercury's house. Okay. Any doubts in this so far? Anybody was asking any questions, you can ask me. Okay. We'll move to, okay, Pitru Dosha. See, this particular girl's horoscope, her father abandoned her when she was very young. So you can easily see Rahu Sun in the ninth house aspected with Saturn. Sun and Saturn, mutual aspect with Rahu Ketu. This ninth lord and the eighth house, clear Pitru Dosha. She's studying well, she's doing well, she's working, but then on and off health issues and marriage is getting delayed. So though other aspects are nice, this Pitru Dosha, ninth and fifth of a luck. Puro Punya, if those has malefics, it can obstruct in your life. You need to remove these blocks. So it's very, very clear what I say. This chart, if this Pitru Dosha is not removed, can be an obstacle throughout her life. This Rahu Sun in the ninth house. So what are the remedial measures to be done when you have these things? It's a whole list. For Sun you have to do, Rahu you have to do. The whole list I will be telling you how to go on doing these remedial measures. Okay, we'll move to, okay, this is a particular chart. See, this is possession. She was born in Buddha Dasa. In Ketu Dasa, she was mentally not well. People said she was possessed. It could be possession or psychological issues. But she came to me towards the end of Ketu Dasa. Certain remedial measures was done. After the remedy, she's clear of the psychological issue or the possession. She's normal. She's picked up Shukra Dasa is normal. Usually for Bada, there are huge lists, very difficult. You will have to check in Prasna only when you are seeing this chart. Yes, when in Prasna, did find out it is something regarding, it's not an abnormal case. It was always there. But I say you will start with a very severe like Agora, Pratyangara, Durga, different types is there. You will have to do in person also with it is over. I will tell you how to go about when you handle these kind of cases. What are the remedial measures? How to identify in the horoscope? How to confirm it in the prasana? Whether the remedial measures you have told is correct. And part of Kerala thing, it is not looking in the horoscope. The prasana must reveal whether what you have told is correct. Very, very important. Okay. We'll move to, we'll move to what I told you about cartography. I'll give you an example, a bit of more than the cartography. See, many people say whether it is Libra Lagna or Scorpio Lagna. It's a confusion, many people. So let us see from the horoscope what should be the thing. See, Narendra Modi. Okay, we'll check Naren and Indra. So Naren is a Superman or a man, and it is Indra. So what I say, what is the meaning of Naran and Indra? Okay, what is the Adi Devada for Indra? And you all know what is the Adi Devada of Indra? The Adi Devada for Shukra is Indra and Indrani. What is it? It does not indicate Scorpio Lagna. It only because Shukra is only his Lagna Lord. And Shukra is with Saturn. Saturn means uncommon man. It is Nara. Shukra is Indra. So I think looking at his name, what I say, and he's named with Na. Na means he's what I say, he's born in Anusha. So naturally the starting letter has to be Na. So this birth date is correct. Some people say his birth date is different, what's in this book, but he's been named Na, means it is only the Akshara for Anuradha is Na. So he's named very correctly. He's what I say, Indra, a common man in Naren and Indra. And you can understand his Lagna Lord is with Saturn, the fifth Lord. Okay, let's see numerologically how his name sits. His name is 75 plus 41 adds up to 116, and Narendra itself is just 8 letters. You know, his date of birth is 17. His name, number of letters, and the total of name adds up to 8. So very numerologically, what I say, according to the English letters, there is one more Katapayadi. In this course, I'm not taking about Katapayadi, only the English numerological letter based on Hebrew letters. Not there are many other views. I'll tell you on particular view, which I know it works. So his name is perfectly fitting to his Lagna. His name, Lord Indra, is well placed. Numerologically is well placed. Now let's move to his astrocartography. India is ruled by Capricorn, and Gujarat is ruled by Libra, and Delhi is ruled by Leo. These are all from what I say, Kurma Chakra. Okay, so you see what he has in Leo. He has his Yoga Lagna Lord and fifth Lord in Leo. Gujarat, he was 4 times CM of Gujarat, undefeated. He is a Libra Lagna. What do you say? And in India is ruled by Capricorn. 4th Lord, which becomes his 4th Lord, which is ruled by Saturn, is in the 11th house. So all the 3 factors in astrocartography is suits, his name suits, numerologic. This all 3 I'll be teaching how to choose the city and place which suits you, whether your name, how your name sounds or what your name means, is it correct according to your planetary position, numerologically how you choose a name particularly, so it vibes and harmonize and it's lucky for your horoscope. This is, I'll give you one more, Rajiv Gandhi. Okay, you know, Rajiv Gandhi is Leo Lagna and ruled by Delhi. And but the thing is, okay, he ruled Delhi. Okay, this is another factor. But when he died, he did not die in Delhi. He died in near Chennai, in Sri Perambuttur, which is ruled by Cancer. Where is Cancer? Cancer is his 12th lord, where he has his Rahu, and he was running Rahu Dasha when he was dying. So you see, it has to go to a place. So when you are running a particular 6, 8, 12 lords, whatever cities denote there, please do not go during that time. It can make it worse. So how do you denote it? Let's say you're going for a change, for a trip. Somebody goes to a trip and something happens to them, that particular place, because that it could be a planet in the 8th house, and that particular place, that city should be something related to 8th house, Amaraka house. And if you go there during the period you're running, so this can be dangerous. So how to avoid dangerous based on this Kurma Chakra, I'll be teaching. Okay, this is just a glimpse of what I'm going to teach, and I'll take questions now. Yeah. So any doubts, people can ask me, or if you can suggest me anything else more I've missed or anything, you can tell me. I'll add up. We have 10 more days, and with the second course, I've got a lot of days to add up. You can ask, or I might have missed out anything else. So anybody has any doubts?
As to Sorry.
Yes, ma'am.
Can I ask? Namaskar, sir.
Yeah,
Sir,
namaskar, ma'am.
would we be doing the gemstones also?
Yeah, gemstones. I've written gemstones will definitely will be part of it.
I'm sorry, I missed that part.
So gemstones definitely very, very important. A very quick, easy method of remedies or gemstones.
So according to Dasha, we would be doing, because it has to
Looking
match
at your
Dasha
look at
period
your
also.
horoscope. We'll be looking at your horoscope, looking at which planet is good or bad for you, and looking at the Dasha, looking at the transit. I'll be telling how to identify the correct stone for you with the substitutes.
Thank you. Thanks.
Hello, sir.
There was
Yes,
one
ma'am.
more about
Good
Varshphal.
evening.
Bach flask. Yeah, that is
Varshphal
yeah.
is a homeopathic medicine. If I'm
It's a homeopathic medicine, but what I say, see, either you have to know the symptom and treat it, but each flower can be identified to a particular zodiac or a planet. So it's more easier for you. Somebody is running a weak Saturn Dasha. Instead of talking to that person, you don't know the person, you want to suggest something. Or how long will you discuss with him? If you're not a homeopathy or you're not used to it, you'll have to know the symptoms. If you just, it's be better if you know what Dasha is running, what is the afflicted planet running, and what is it connected to that particular flower. It's easier for you to identify the particular flower. So it's very, very good if you know what you can use the symptoms also, but you want a double confirmation if this is what I'm actually giving it correctly. There each flowers are what I say attached to a particular planet. Okay, with it you can do it.
Thanks, Amal. Thank you.
Yeah.
Sir,
Yes, ma'am.
good evening, sir. So I wanted to ask that there is a remedy in which we have to see the planet which is not good. We dig it in at certain place, like in schools or government schools, or like any place which is far from the house, and also that remedy you're not covering from.
Like, this is like a Lal Kita memory. We'll be covering many things like that.
No, it is
This
not
is
Lal Kitab, sir. It is
no
in
like.
yeah, it is like Lal
See,
Kitab. But
I'll give you a Lal Kitab. There are many remedies. I'll be giving you mostly the Vedic remedies, which is given by, I'm not giving, there are a lot of off the beat remedies. Some I'll be mentioning, some which I know, tested, in progress, which I've seen astrology working. I have practiced, I'll be mostly, which is given in the standard books, textbooks. There are certain remedial measures off the beat I've seen. We'll discuss about that also. Some which I have done, some I have not done. Mostly I will tell you what I have practiced, I'll be telling you. Yes, ma'am.
okay, so and so I have taken your video course of remedies. In that you have just mentioned batch flower. So where do we get this batch flower? It is available in homeopathic medicine shop.
Yeah,
or
it's
where?
available. It's available online. You can get it, but I'll suggest you get something from abroad. The quality is better. Locally, I will tell you. I'll give you a good contact how to go about. So, abroad, I've seen the quality being very good. Locally, this is cost you 100, 200. I've not seen it working very well. It's very, very important to get a very good product. I'll pass
Yes,
on.
you have said this in the you have said that you will pass to ma'am, but I have checked with ma'am. She told that
You should have messaged me. I could have told you. No problem. You just give me a message. I'll send you the thing. Because
I'll
after that,
message Shikha ma'am if you
yeah,
can
I'll
just
send it.
share.
We'll definitely. Yeah, sure.
Thank you so much, sir.
Yeah. 12 salts therapy, all have heard of? 12 salts therapy is again a kind of homeopathic remedy, which when it is when related to the planets can be very, very important when identifying health and health related matters. It's very, very important. Last time I didn't teach. This time, I'll be talking about that. A lot of new things I have added this time. On 40% more things I've added this time.
Hello, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, would you be discussing about nimittas and how we can use them as remedies?
Yes, see, when it comes to prasna, finally it is about Shakuna, Nimitta, Prasna. So what I say, without that, you can't confirm whether what you have to, told is correct. Let's say I had a particular client, I have forced to give them in Rav Gala, and I've seen in experience, if I'm giving a client in Rav Gala, they will only, the person will be running Rahu Dasa, Rahu Andhra Dasa. The Rahu will be the strongest plan. Yes, it was Rahu Dasa. In fact, I've added that in my example for how to identify. So naturally, when they come in Rahu Gala and the question is regarding marriage and Rahu's in the 7th house, what do you think will be the first remedy I should give them? Rahu in a horoscope is in the 9th house. But when Prasna, it is in the 7th house and it was Rahu Kal with Shukra. So naturally, the first remedy should be regarding only Rahu. So sometimes the basic horoscope may not be very correct because the horoscope is at birth. So somewhere the Dasa Bhukti, the prasna will give you what is the correct remedy. You will have to link the birth horoscope with the prasna. And Nimitta and Shakuna will be very, very important in terms of identifying whether you have given the correct remedy. So we'll definitely be talking about that. That's part of a remedy. A remedy is never complete without Shaguna and remedy. One is doing the prasna, identifying it. Next is when do we do a remedy? Very, very important. You just can't do it in any other day. It is very, very effective. When you go to a particular temple, somebody asks you to go to a very powerful temple as a main thing. Can you go to any other day? There is a day and a time when you go to a particular temple, which it'll work at its best. You should know how to find out which is the best time to go. Maybe daily temples you may not know. Even if you go look at the particular time and go, it'll be very effective. You want very, very good results, magical results to happen. If the Panchanga Shuddhi and the right time you go to a temple, if it's there, let's say you're going for finance. You have problems, finance problem you have. When do you go for finance? Is it the same time you go for health? There's somebody suffering with serious illness. What is it? When do you go to that? You could just blindly go to a temple and do one puja and abhisheka and come. When do you go? What is it? Or what is it? You want professional success? What is it? Can you go anytime? The karana will become very, very important. See, the Panchanga factor for marriage, it's Sthiti, or for profession, it is karana. But general aspects, it is nakshatra. So you should know which problem, which Panchanga factor you will have to take. When to take lagna, when to take dogati, when to take aura, how to choose the murta, how the velas will interfere. So a lot of Panchanga murta factors play a very vital role. It is not first identifying the problem, second identifying the remedy, double confirmation prasna, then when to do the remedy is very, very important. You can't do it in India time. It's very important when to do a Sarpa remedy, when to do a Saturn remedy, when to do a marriage remedy, when to do a remedy for health, when to do a remedy for longevity. It's not the same. You can't put all same. You just, and will it work the same? You have to know when to do it. That becomes very, very part of it. First, knowing the whole list of remedy. Generally, 75% I've given the remedies based on what is being prescribed by the rishis. Some very popular, which has been very effective, I've taken. Then I've taken off the beat remedies also. I don't prescribe any tantric remedies. Mostly which most popular astrologers I have done, which I know and has been very effective. Only those I'm giving. I don't prescribe beach mantras or any tantric remedies. It's mostly only Vedic or localized, very effective remedies. That's what I'll be giving to. Yeah.
Sir, can you suggest some tantric remedies?
Yes, sir. So Krishna itself is such a huge topic.
See, tantric remedies, again, I will tell you. It is tantric, there is black tantra, white tantra. Normally, tantric remedies in Kerala is, they don't use Vedic mantras. If they use Bij mantra, and like you are doing Chandi, we can do it with Devi Mahatmyam, or just chanting the Moola mantra of Chandi itself. The whole Chandi mantra can be done. So the tantric aspect, they will use the yantra, the mantra will be there, the prayogam will be there, and the Bij mantra will be there. That is how white tantra, tantra. So it's nothing wrong. The black tantra is, they are not Vedic deities, they are Shudra devatas. When you use Shudra, No, Sabar mantra is, it's just localized devatas given by Goraknath, supposed to be received by, spoken by Shiva. There are local mantras being given. And again, it's all, most of beach mantras with local dialects is Sabar mantras. You have you pray to Guliga. You can pray to Guliga, or you pray to Yakshinis. Brahma Rakshasas. You can pray. There are a lot of other Shudra devatas. There are many people pray to jinns. How to invoke jinns. But this is all very, very dangerous. Only when they're affected with jinns, how to remove them, you can tell. So this black tantra will all Egyptian level, Indonesian level. There are different, mostly invoking spirits, mostly invoking semi-Shudra devatas or spirits or some alien creatures. This is a way of this. You would never do these kind of tantras. It might give very good effects instantly, but I have seen it giving very serious effects later. Vedic mantras are there. The Vedic mantras are Atharvana Veda. The way of doing is slightly different. They are only using Ukra Devatas, Tamoguna Devatas, but still they are the proper Devatas of Veda. Shudra Devadas will not be part of the ritual. They are, what I say, it is totally different.
Yes, I heard Shudra Devata don't have any mantras and all. You just have to go and pray. That's it.
Yogam, like I'll tell you one particular yakshi, you just have to give porridge, milk porridge, payasam. You just have to give her on a particular day, whatever she asks, she'll give.
Yeah, that's like that one.
That's all. There's nothing else. You must know what is the nivedanam to be given, which day to be given. You'll have to give it as so many. It'll work more faster than praying to our deities. That's the why everybody likes, because they will give immediate results. Or there are some spirits involved. So different. I've seen Indonesian way how they do it. I've seen the Africans way. Different cultures have different things, but it's more messing up with these creatures. And you will end up in, you might be very, very successful. You'll end up in a lot of complications later. The whole family will be spoiled. Married life will spoil. Unnecessary, you'll pick up strange health issues. Say the thing is, Vedic mantras is different. You use Veda mantra or normal stotra, slokas you use. White tantric mantras is Bija mantras. Complete Bija, there are a whole Shastra and Bija mantra, which is very secret. Some people are expert in it. Usually Rig and Yajur is one part, Atharana Veda. In Rig Yajur itself, there are a lot of, like what I say, if you take Surya Namaskar itself, Rig Veda Surya Namaskar is full of Bija only. What I say, you can tell the normal Surya Sloka, Surya Gati, Surya Ashtotra, or Surya Ashtaga, or Aditya Hridaya, or there's a complete for Surya itself to do Rig Veda Surya Mantra. So there's two different schools. Many do not know the white tantra. So always white tantra, I will be telling. Yes, that can always be done, but you need to get very selected priest. Not where everybody is qualified in it. What is it? So you can start with what is a normal Vedic mantras or white tantra, but don't go into black tantra. Yeah, because sometimes black tantra must be gone. Yeah. Yes, ma'am.
So there's, like you have said that you are covering mantra chapter in the remedy webinar. So sir, are you gonna clear us that when to do Bij mantra, when to do this
yes.
Samput
I will tell you,
mantra, then when
most
there are
of the
Puranic
mantras, what are the
mantra?
mantras to be told, which are the mantras to be told. I'll be telling you all that. What are the most important mantras? First, the planets, Adidevada, Pratyadidevada, all the most important mantras related to the planets. What is, if you want to use Bij mantras, how you can use the Bij mantra also. See, Bij mantra, don't be worried about Bij mantra. Most of the Bij mantras are already there in the normal mantra. Like I'll tell you, Ganapati Bij mantra is Gam. Glaum Gam. So you tell an Ashtotra of Ganapati, all will start with Gam. Ganapati Namaha, Ganesha Namaha, Gauri Putra Namaha. That's how it will come. So that Bij mantra is embedded, hidden in an Ashtotra and a Sloka itself. They will not tell you. So it is a very nicely, safely placed. There is on Katapayadi how a mantra must be. Katapayadi is, Ananda, this I can't teach you in this course. It is numerology of a particular mantra. Our normal Gayatri mantra will have 108 numerological not English, Katapayadi value. Each particular mantra has a numerological value. So actually, if you are very good at it, if you know Katapayadi, you can find out which number suits you and add that particular number and tell that. For Shiva, it is a particular number. For Shakti, it is a particular 9 for Shakti, 11 for Rudra. For most other deity, it is 7. So you must know which deity vibrates in a particular number, the chosen number. Like, let's say somebody is asking you to do Surya Gayatri. There are 4-5 Surya Gayatris. How will you know? First, you must know, first the Surya Gayatri is correct. It must have 8 aksharas, 3 levels and 24 totally. And the Katapayadi must total up to the Surya Akshara of 7. Only then the Surya Akshara is correct. So there are ways of calculating all that. Katapayadi is a little complicated, but I'll give you a hint about what, if you want me, I'll tell you about how to identify. You can, I've done an Naamakaran course. I've spoken about, it's a very detailed concept.
When you are taking
Katapayadi.
this course again, sir, name one.
Namakarana, we'll do it again, no problem. No, what to say? This is very important. So any mantra, let's say some people are saying Rama. What is it? It is told just Rama is enough. All the problems will go. In fact, Vishnu Sahasranam will say the whole 1,000 names of Vishnu, if you say Rama itself, is enough. In fact, it is equals Sahasranama Tattulyam. Is equals the 1,000 names of Vishnu is Rama. But how will what is it? Just chanting Rama 3 times. Anybody knows that mantra from Vishnu Sahasranama? Bhavani, you know?
Sriram
Sahasranama
Rameti Ramesh Sahasranama Tutulyam Ramanam.
Atulyam Sri Ramanamam. How will chanting 3 Ramas be equal to 1000 names of Vishnu? You know? There is a Katapayadi of finding out. It is actually a Katapayadi. What I say, Ma adds up to 5, Ra adds up to 2. So 5 into 2. If you calculate and if you say it 3 times, it will equal to 1000. It's a Katapayadi. It's an ingrained why Rama will equal to 1000. The Rama, when you chant it, it will have value to 1000. Or why is Rama named Rama? Rama is born in Punarvasu Nakshatra. The Punarvasu Nakshatra Akshara is Ha, but he's named Rama. Rama, if you take the Katapayadi, it will come to Kataka. It will add up, what I say, the Katapayadi will add up to Kataka. It will come to 4. So many are there. I'll just give, I can't go too much Katapayadi itself by a very deep science, but I will tell you. If you want to know mantra, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namo Narayanaya, okay, which will suit which person, what I say, you can go with the Kadapayadi also. If you do not know the Kadapayadi, the Devata, if is well placed, you can take it. But if you want to take Bij mantra, you must know the Kadapayadi, the Kadapayadi, only then you can take it. Otherwise, don't go into too much of Bij. That's why you should be initiated. You must know your horoscope, whether you know whether it suits you, only then you can go into Bij and all these kind of things. Bij mantra will activate your Kundalini. On particular chakra, it will activate and you'll get disturbed. Vedic mantra is not like that. It will be any mantra must have a Surya Akshara, Chandra Akshara, Agni Akshara. That's a Maha mantra. It will be balanced. In Rama, it is there. Ra is Surya Akshara, R is Agni Akshara, Ma is Chandra Akshara. So it is a Maha mantra. In fact, you know what is Rama, no? Ra comes in between Om Namo Narayana. The middle of Om Namo Ashtakshari is Ra. What is it? And Ma comes in Om Namah Shivaya, the mid of Namah Shivaya. So it is a mixture of Om Namo Narayana and Om Namah Shivaya. Together, the alphabets Ra and Ma constitutes. Adds up to Suryaksha, Chandraksha, and Agni Akshatra, adding up to 7. Om will also add up to 7. Akara, Ukara, Makara. All these 3 will add up to numerologically 7. So little bit, it's not that complicated. I'll tell you a simpler, easier method how to identify it, not to go into too numerological or Kadapadi and everything. Look at the horoscope. The planets is Adidevada, Pratidevada. If you do not it correctly, and if it coincides with the prasna, you can be sure you're praying to the right deity. Even let's say you want to choose a deity, and praying to the deity must give you the best benefit. How will you identify it? Not when you get a problem. Okay, I'm going to pray. Is the deity okay? See, when you have faith, you have love, you can go beyond all this. Many people think why you need to choose a deity astrologically, all that. Faith and love. Yes, faith and love. Okay, you don't need to have any astrologically. But when you do not know, when you need a guidance, you want a particular, when you are naturally attracted to a particular deity, okay, you don't need anything of all this. You know, needs. But if okay, you lack the devotion, you lack the akarshanam towards the deity, what will you do? You need to know it astrologically. When you will take Sri Vidya Upasaka, when will you do Sri Vidya Upasana, or when will you do a Vishnu Puja, or when you will do a Saivet Puja? What I say, you must choose. If you are naturally inclined or somewhere it is in the family, okay, don't worry about astrology. If you have what I say, Venus, Moon in the 6th and 8th house, do you think it's good to do a Devi worship regularly? Upasana of Devi? Sri Vidya Upasana, will it be nice? Especially if one is a male. So you a little bit, these basics, you must know who must pray to whom, what to pray. Unless, what I say, if you are having a natural inclination of the deity has chosen you, then you no need to see any of the horoscope. But if you are beginning, you are going to see, you must know that the choosing a deity is very, very important. First, the problem, we all know. Immediately the problem is known. So the problem is which bhava, which graha, that is known. And now you must know what is the right remedy, how to choose the right remedy, when donation, when mantra, when temple, when homa, when abhisheka. Or there is a list where when to give away something. What is it? When you use tantric remedies,
Hello.
when you use, yes, ma'am.
Mute your mic. So if someone is speaking in the background.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So just what is it? Keep the things when you're speaking alone. Unmute your thing. and the techniques in the register for the classical.
Who is speaking, sir?
It's not audible. Yeah. Somebody is
Sir,
telling you
one
something.
last query. I have one last query, sir.
Yeah,
Are
sure.
you also taking this Navtara Chakra, like particularly Vipat Tara has become 6th, 8th, 12 Lord or Trik Bhava Lord, then what is the
That'll
best?
be part of Muhurta, no? How to choose a particular day. So that Panchanga and Muhurta I'll be telling. So I'll be teaching a bit of basic of Muhurta in choosing, just not everything, just how to choose a Muhurta for remedial measures. So that I'll be telling, telling you all, guiding you all how to go on to do it. So what I say, Navatara Chakra will be part of it.
Okay, all right, sir. Thank you.
It's part of the mantra, no? Chandra Bala, Tara Bala. Any Sankalpa, it will be.
Yes, sir.
Bhavan, you know that thing, Sankalpa mantra?
It is different for different things.
No, usually what is the Chandra Bala, Nakshatra Bala, Tara Bala, Varga Bala, all that will come, no? So this is part of what is Sankalpa. When anybody, it's all necessary to say. This is part of any mantra you say, initial part, prelude to any mantra, this is all there.
Sankalpa is compulsory.
Yeah, definitely. So a good Tarabala is very important, no? Chandrabala, Nakshatrabala, and Tarabala is very important when doing any remedial measures. When do you do Shiva Puja? Anybody can tell me? Which is the auspicious day to do Shiva Puja?
Monday.
Okay, only Monday?
On 13th.
Okay, Trayodisi. Then? Nakshatra?
Adra.
Ardra is very good. Okay, when Monday, when Trayodisi, when Shivaratri Chaturdasi, when Aridra? Is there any difference? There are four Rudra Nakshatras, you know? 4 Rudra Nakshatras are there. Aridra is not the only Rudra Nakshatra. There are 3 other Rudra Nakshatras. So for praying to Rudra, there are 4 other Nakshatras. And there are 3 Sarpa Nakshatras. It's not just Aslesha. There are 2 other Sarpa Nakshatras. And you can use the Tithi also. So Shiva itself, when you worship, when you use Rudra Nakshatras, when you use a day, when you, you are going to use Tithi is very, very important.
This is part of Panchang, sir? This is part of Panchang you're talking about?
It's part of Panchang. When you, I'll have to tell you all when to worship a particular deity is very, very important. So I think most of you all will know when let's say when Surya is Shiva, Chandra is Gauri, you all know. Many people, I don't know, it's all confused. There are local deities which says for each planet, all kind of deities. But in the Shastras, okay, there are 2 main rishis. One is Bodha Rishi, where he prescribes one particular thing. Mostly, that is how it has to be done. But many people keep saying different devatas for different things. People I've seen in the north, I think for what is the devata for Saturn you all use usually?
Sir, Bhairav.
See, like many some people say Hanuman, some people say Bhairav.
Shiv, sir, not Shiv.
See, it depends. So what I say, will the devata be same when Saturn is in the 8th house or Saturn exalted in the 9th? Will the devata be the same?
No, sir. It will change the form.
It will change the form. Let's say for Guja dosha, it will be there. When Guja is alone and Guja is with a female planet, will it be the same thing? The devata will be the same.
No, sir. It depends on the other planets, sir.
They say if a planet is with a female planet, the devata will change. It will become Durga. If it is alone, it can be a Kshetrapalaka, Subramanya. It will be. So I'll teach you all when a planet with a particular which bhava, how it is conjoined, how to identify the devata. It's very important. You pray to the right medicine. You can't put a stomachache tablet for a headache. So the devata, and you should choose the correct devata. So it's very, very important. And the devata is not same. Surya, Shiva is not always the same. Surya in a fire sign, Surya in a water sign will mean different. Surya in a Dustana and Surya in a trinal house, the devata and the mode of worship will be different. When do you donate? Let's say you have a particular planet in the 9th house. Okay, 7th house. 7th house, there is Rahu or Saturn or Mars. Is donation okay for that? When do you give donation? When is donation? And what is the donation? What you should give donation? Again, a particular planet have more than many items as donation. When do you give that as donation? When you give cloth as donation, when you give a food article as donation, or when you give a metal as donation, what I say, it differs. You must give it correctly. You must know. You just can't blindly say devotion and give. You must know what I say, what are the elements of the rasis, which is a Jiva, Mula, Dhatu Rasi. You must know which are the bhavas involved, mingled together, identify the graha and the remedy correctly and do it. When it is donation, when it is you have to use fire, when you have to use water, when it should be an airy message, when the remedy is not good in your place, when you have to go outside your city to do a remedy, there is all a particular method and logic to do it. So all this will be giving you a completely list apart from the other remedy. Like I told you, numerology, gemstone, bark flower, will be 12 salts therapy, the lal kitab, other remedies. We give you the traditional methods also of doing the remedy also. Yeah. Anybody, you can ask me any doubts, you can go ahead to ask.
So method is more important because remedy is everywhere now. We have a lot of remedies, but the right method which is missing, sir. Actually,
go to the Google, they will tell you for sun so many remedies, moon. So people just pick it up, and most of the astrologers will just randomly for Saturn. Say you're running Sade Sati. What I say is Sade Sati is going to be for all the charts the same remedy. You must know when it differs. When it is sesame oil, when it is sesame seed, when you use black cloth, when you feed a crow, when you feed a blind man, when you feed a lame man, when you should go to a temple, when it should be a homa for this. Is all are remedies for Saturn. When you feed an old man, all these are remedies for Saturn. But when, which, how? It's very, very important. Which is the exact accurate remedy, which will give the complete results. You must be able to look at a horoscope and identify. This I'll be guiding and telling you how to, okay, a particular Sade Sati, a person is going through severe problems. Not just simply all the remedies. If you look at Google Saturn remedy, everything will come. But which remedy to use? In his horoscope, Saturn will be in the 12th house or 8th house, or it will be a strong exalted to the 9th house. Do you use the same remedy for all purpose? It will change and differ. You must, such time saying, you must not give for a stomach ache, you should not give a headache tablet. You might be appeasing Saturn, but not in the right way. If you have Saturn in a watery sign in your horoscope, you must know your remedy must be accordingly. Okay.
Sir, will this be covered in 2 days?
It's an exhaustive thing. Even last time, I think it'll. We have mentioned 3 hours, but I think it'll go. It'll take up to 4 hours because I've so far I've written about 260 slides. I've written, so at least I have to finish 120 slides per day to come to the second thing. So it depends. Even if it is not, I will extend. Usually my sessions are always 1 hour, 1.5 hours exceeded. Though we mentioned, I don't know what I say. As I write, something comes and I add up. And even the last minute, morning of also I extended. It's quite exhaustive. I will try to finish it. 3 hours, 6 hours. So you'll have to rush up a bit. That's what is. We'll try. Maybe it should be 4 hours, 8 hours discussion will be there.
Like only you said about the Sadasati, that itself will take several slides, I think.
Yeah, definitely. No, I'll give you the knack. What I say, that's what I'm telling you, the basics. No, when the remedial, there are some basics for all planets. There are basic how to identify. When you know the basics, then you can easily identify it for every other planet. If there are like whether a sign is watery, fiery, airy, what is the Dhatu, Mula, Jiva, you should know. So these basics, it's very, very important. If that you understand, and mostly at least I'll give you as a basic. Then once you understand it, you all yourself can give your own remedy. Particular remedy. You will have to know. Like what is it? Shukra is your 8th lord or 6th lord. What is it? You can use even the taste of Shukra, which is Sa, as a remedy. So I will give you the basic foundational things. It's not like, okay, I'm going to give you all the remedial measures for all the different. I'm not going to teach you like this. These are the planets. These are the remedies. No. How it differs when to choose what, which I'll be telling. When to use Bach flower, I'll be telling. It's not Bach flower of giving Lal Kitab. No. When to use Lal Kitab, when to use gems. Each will differ for each person. Each remedy, I will give you the rule when to use this. When will Bach flower will be very good. You want aromatherapy? Okay, I've not mentioned aromatherapy. When aromatherapy will be very good. There are different remedies, but certain cases, sometimes aromatherapy will be very good. Yeah, tell me, sir.
Sir, when we are not following Lal Kitab, because there is a different chart, I suppose, for Lal Kitab.
No,
Or the
I'm
same.
not going to look at the horoscope of Lal Kitab. Remedies of Lal Kitab are very good, but the way you look at the horoscope is different. I'm not going to look at the horoscope, but the Lal Kitab remedies, the logic is very good. Throwing something into the running water, those all, if you understand the logic, the remedies are fantastic. The charts, I don't know, these people have confused, it's in secret, so they have not taught you what is there in books is absolutely not what Lal Kitab wanted. So that is kept under secret. Only if you are into a lineage or in Parambara, you will know how to use chart. But the remedial measures, I know it's not Lal Kitab, even down south, this remedial measures are always there. When you take a sweet and drink water, no, it's a remedy measure, or off fire with milk. There is a logic. If you understand the remedial measures, you will understand what is the logic. What is fire? What is milk? Or what is a remedy out of it? Or keep a silver vessel in your house. These are very logical remedies. So definitely the remedies are very effective. I'll tell them when to use these remedies. But Lal Kitab is just one part of it. So I'm just giving you, okay, a bit of the other, like some methods of, I'm just giving you all to that. I'll give you the logic of, even for you to, because I can't give you every remedy. I'll give you the basis of understanding a particular affliction, and then how to go about. You all yourself can easily pick it up later. So the foundation, like the ABC and 1, 2, 3, that I will teach you, and I'll go on to go some basics. I will tell you, and then you all can easily formulate. Once you all understand the background logic of a remedial measure, then the remedial measure will become very easy. When you have to strengthen a planet, when you will have to weaken a planet. Anybody knows pranic healing or Reiki?
Yes, sir. I am into it.
Yes, sir.
Okay. When do you strengthen a particular chakra? When do you weaken a particular chakra? See, when the chakra is clogged, blocked, okay, then you'll have to cleanse it and reduce it. So in fact, all remedial measures is something to do with the 7 chakras only. It is the remedial measures immediately affect your chakras. If a chakra is overactive, you have an overactive Manipura chakra, you are very short tempered, you are very, very sensitive. What do? You will have to reduce the energy of the Manipura chakra. So this, in the healing technique, in pranic you use colors, in Reiki you use symbols. The same thing can be done with other methods of remedial measures. If somebody knows pranic Reiki, I can even tell them related to it, I can tell you the remedial measures also. See, you just take a lime, when you're doing what you call drishti. What do you call in drishti? The black bad eye, yeah? What do you call it in Hindi? In what your place you say? When somebody looks at you and something. Hazar.
Nazar
Okay.
dosh.
Nazar dosh. So what do they do in Nazar? There are certain articles used in Nazar. You can use lime, you can use pepper, you can use chili, you can use salt. You can, very advanced people use crystal. For certain particular Nazar, egg can be used. So mostly organic products are anti-clockwise, rounded on your head with mantra. If you want, mantra can be used all over in your body. So what happens? The negative energy or the is absorbed in that, and it's taken off. This is how any Reiki person will need not do this, because he can simply do an outer cleansing, and chakra cleansing is enough, and Nazar is removed. If you do not know this, you must use these articles for removing this. The same thing happens when you go to a temple. A part of a temple ritual is very, very important. It's nothing but when each deity will represent a particular chakra, and each deity will cleanse a chakra, each deity will strengthen a particular chakra. If you go to the right deity temple on the right day, it will balance your chakras. That's the meaning. Ganapati, when you go to Ganapati, Muladhara, will be corrected. So like that, each chakra has one particular deity. Going it to on the correct day, it'll balance the imbalance which you have. So all the planets can be related to your chakras in the body. So all problems are related only to some one way you want to look at it, you can look at through chakras.
So planet in Gandanta.
Yeah, planet in Gandanta is weak, no?
So you're doing it, sir? You're covering this?
Yeah, definitely. That will be part of it. All the
Because
major
I have seen
afflictions,
many horoscopes, sir, they
combustion,
give lot of
no, combustion, Gandanda, Papkatri with malefic, all that, what is the remedies for that, definitely will be part of it. Anything if
Yes,
I
sir,
left out, you can always ask, and that there can be a lot of more discussion which I've missed perhaps, or which you would like me to highlight more. I'll be talking about that also.
Yes, sir, because I have seen many horoscopes, so they are like they are Krig house or Dusasthana Lorda and in this Gandhan. So for them, there are remedy we have to use more because they are dead almost in Gandhan.
See, Gandanda works only immediately at birth. It will not work throughout your life or when you get the Dasha.
Yes, so Dasha, that's why I'm saying.
The Dasha, see, Lagna Gandanda, Moon and Gandanda, the danger is only during the first 2-3 years of birth.
Yes,
What is it? Once it doesn't mean Lagna Ganda Chandra Gandanda will affect you throughout. What is it? It's a Naisirka Dasa, Moon in 0 degrees. The first year is ruled by Moon. So the first year can be very dangerous where anybody has 29-degree Moon, especially in Gandanda. But after the first year, the Gandanda need not be effective unless if you get a Dasa of Moon Dasa or planet sitting in Moon Dasa. The planets progress.
Yes, sir. So please share this about Gandant and then the remedies are
Sure. That is part I've already written. I've written. But even then, if I've missed, you can always ask me. I will tell you the specific remedy.
Yes, sir, but in brief, sir, not in shortcut.
No. Short, but I've got a whole very exhaustive. Like somebody asked me, "Are you going to finish it in just 2 days?" We have got 54 articles. I have so very exhaustive. Almost everything which you can not get it in 5 books. I've put it together. So I'm just giving you a different gamut of all the remedial measures, the logic of and how to use everything about remedial measures. I'm giving.
Sir, one question, sir.
Yeah.
Regarding this Shapa and Dosha, what you have mentioned over here. Ramachandra Shastri, Gunjur Ramachandra Shastri, he has written a book on that.
Oh, good.
So is that, are you going to follow that or you are going to give something else?
No. Everything, what most of the learned people do. I'm not going to give anything of my own. Almost all the Strapa will be very related. Same basic logic. You will agree with what I say. How does a sharp comes? How does a curse come? There's a logical planetary combination. So you will know by when I tell you itself what it happens. It's just based on what Parasari says. I've written many authors, many people who have given. I've seen the logic. It all fits into the same logic. It's not something of my own innovation. It will fit that. How will a curse come? Bada come? There is some logic. You can use Badaka, you can use 6th, you can use 8. If you want a certain thing, you can use Gulika Mandi also. It depends. When to use for certain things, use Gulika and Mandi also. So it's a basic logic. You know it will fit into it.
And for Gulika and Mandi also some remedies will be there, sir?
Yes, I'll add if you want me to say. And Gulika, I've not written but Gulika Mandi only for Apichara, black magic, possession, or these kind of things. It'll come. But yes, I've added on Bada, I've added these things. When it
Normally,
comes to
because of the position of Mandi, there are certain changes
Preda
in the relation,
doshas.
Preta dosha.
Preda dosha, only Preda dosha and Abhichara dosha with Gulika and Mandi. Yes, I've written that. In classes and thing, I've written about it. So what are the remedial measures when you have to do for Gulika? Kushi Shasta. You heard of Kushi Shasta?
Kushi Shasta. What is that, sir?
Oh, anybody from Kerala? Okay, it is a particular Shudra Devata, which is part of what is you are asking me about Mandi Gulika, no?
Kutti Shatan?
Kutti Shatan is only Kushi Shasta, actually. It's not Kutti Shatan. That actually
word is,
it is not Kutti Shatan, it is Shasta. It is Kushi Shasta.
Shasta. Okay.
That what is a local name, they brought it down to Kutti Chata. It's not Kushi Shasta. He'll be sitting on a buffalo. He'll look like Saturn. There is a temple for it in Kerala.
Sir, one more thing, sir. The Shasta Parihara, there is one system, sir. Will you be telling about that also?
If you want, I will tell you. I will cover more. There are different parikaras. What is it? We can cover, depends on what you all want. Well, ask me any doubts. We'll try. I'll try whatever is there.
For Kuladevata Shapam, what the mention is about Shasta Pariharam. So what I have been following all these days is starting from the temple in Tamil Nadu and going up to the Shabarimala. That's what I am following.
There are a lot of things we'll discuss. Let us share. Let everybody know. You keep telling these views. Let everybody add their own experience. So we'll get a lot of rich information. Apart from what, maybe you all can add your experience too. We'll have a very good discussion on the whole thing. I will tell you. There is one method of how to find Kuladevata. There is one. I'll tell you mine. You can tell. We can use it. Different methods are there. I know one particular temple where you go sleep there in that particular temple. Your Kuladevata will be revealed to you. There are many devatas like I know. The problem is most of the temples, I didn't put most temples. Most is there only in the south and most are there in Tamil Nadu. So I didn't add much. I was trying to keep it universal where both north and south comes together. But if I go too much into temples, then most of the temples are, I don't know, it is only prescribed in the south only. Some are in Kerala, most are in Kerala, many are there in Andhra. Karnataka, many are there. Tamil Nadu, there's a huge list, which I know all the temples in Tamil Nadu, I know, which whatever doshas it is.
So the basic problem is most of the astrological suggestions are given only basing on the Tamil Nadu temples, because those who live in other states also, they are not getting any connectivity, and it is not possible for us to make them understand that they should be going to Tamil Nadu for any reason.
Yeah, no, that's why I tried to cover pan India. I've tried to cover most 12 Jyotirlingas sometimes. There are some places in each part also. In fact, okay, I'll tell you one particular thing. If you the astrocartography, I just gave in particular example. No, if you go to a particular temple, if you must know which city the temple is, and that city must be in a trinal house for you. Only then that particular temple in that particular city will be favorable for you. You just can't go to any temple. Like for Sarpa, Manarshala is the best. Or you can go to Kuki Subramania, Gati Subramania, or in Tamil Nadu you can go to Trinageshwaram. There many temples are there. But which is the correct one? Which should I send that? All are very powerful. Kalasthi and Andhra you can go. Which is the correct temple? According to your horoscope, which city, which state is best? And that relates to that particular state. If you choose, then you will know which is the correct area and direction you can go. So the direction, the part of Vastu, that's what I'm saying, this is part of Vastu. You should know a bit of Astro Vastu to understand remedial measures. So that part I'll be telling about the element, the Astro Vastu part, a directional part of understanding of Vastu. It's very, very important. And just not north, south, east, west, each city, state, country relates to one particular, zodiac. So that particular place, it will be the best for you to go. You want to go to Ujjain, Mars, it's a Mars temple. 0 degrees of meridian is Ujjain. It's a very good for me. When do you go? What is it? Is Ujjain suitable for you? And if you go there, Ujjain will be very, very good. So that a bit I'll tell you about the astrocartography and remedial measures. I will try to tell you.
Good, sir. It's great to hear, sir, all these things. I've been really wondering how much I will be able to observe. But a great guru like you, I'm really thankful to be a part of your lesson. And however, I'm joining, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Sure,
Thank you very much.
Thank you. I tried to encompass. Okay, this discussion also have given me some ideas how to go about. We'll see what it goes about. Even after I got one more week. So this one after the first class, the discussion go. I can add up something more for the second week also, depending on our discussion we can have.
So, like one thing I would like to share. I have seen couple of chart in which there is a bad combinations. And like Saturn, Mars, Rahu, and then they are also trig house and all. They are giving problems when they have shifted to the city, so the state.
Yes, yes.
So so then yes, sir. I have seen couple of chart. Then when they have moved, then only they have
yes,
started with the health issues and problems.
So you must know which city is for which zodiac. Which rules your 6th, 8th, 12th house, which rules your trinal houses, which rule your 2 and 11 houses. If you know, you will advise the person correctly only to go to that particular city or that particular country of the world. It's a Kurma Chakra. by Varahamira, it's written Brihad Jataka. It is there, and that based on that, I will tell you. So what I say is just changing of, so one person goes for what I say a trip, and he falls down in the water, breaks his leg, or has an accident, or he passes away. Why that place? Why it didn't happen here? What I say, that particular place is something to do with his chart. So that so that affliction is there only for that place. Let's say he's in Tamil Nadu, he goes to Hyderabad. Okay.
Yes.
In Hyderabad, it's a problem. When he comes back to Tamil Nadu, it's not a problem. So there are reasons for it. That is based, that's what I'm saying, that is based on astrography. I'll explain to you all.
No, sir, but my question is, if the person is not able to leave that state, that city, then do we have something to do with that to correct
So
that?
there is a block. There is a block, no? There is a particular block which
so this you are covering, right, sir?
There is a particular block regarding it. You have to clear. When you're stuck, when there is a block, what is the remedy? What is the deity to be done? You'll have to know.
Okay, sir. Sure.
Yeah. Anybody has any other doubts? Any other suggestions?
So we will also think we have 10
sir?
days.
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Hello. Yes, sir. Sir,
Yeah,
can you share that Tamil Nadu temples list, sir? Like in the presentation?
Yeah, definitely I'll be doing it. There'll be more than 100 temples which I'll be sharing.
Yeah, with the, like you said, because I think at least it'll be very useful for understanding
all the temples, Sarpa temples will be 10, longevity temples will be 10. So like each aspect merit related 10. So not less than more than 100 temples for each parigara I'll be sharing.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you for your time, sir. Thank you for this class.
Yeah.
And so please share the number with Shikha, ma'am. I'll take from her.
Definitely, I'll do it. Sure.
Thank you.
Sir?
Yeah.
Sir, if any planet is going to means in transit, if it is affecting health or something like that, for that also we have to make the remedy.
Yeah. See, a transit planet will affect. Transit planet is usually it is only a mild effect, but it'll affect you very strongly when it is your Lagna Lord or it is a Dasha Lord or Antardasha Lord. Then the transit planet can be very bad. Yes, it's a slight difference when you give what is the remedy for a transit planet and it's a different remedy for a Dasha, Antardasha or a natal planet. You're not running the period. Natal planet affliction. There is a remedy. When you're running a Dasha, remedy. When in transit, there's a different remedy.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
So we are going to have. Yes.
Yeah.
Sir.
Anybody telling me something?
Yeah, sir.
Yes.
Generally, if we just want to know that what deity a person should pray to, based on his chart.
Yeah.
So, because some say 5th house, some say 12th house, Lord should be prayed to, or deity. I don't know. So that we'll be taking, right?
I'll be taking in very, very clearly. Whether it's 5th house, Jaimini says 12th house, Parasari says 5th house. Some people say 9th house. Is it 5th from Lagna? Is 5th from AK? Or Jupiter's position, or it is in the Navamsa, or you see in Vimshamsa, we'll tell you. It's not only in Rasi, I'll be taking all the most 5-6 Vargas, how to choose the deity, I will tell you. Based on Dasha, based on transit, different methods, I will tell you. That's why I took an example. Look, I gave Ramakrishna Paramamsa, whether the deity is more clearly visible from his 12th from AK or 5th from Lagna. You can see. I will clear that. That is a very, very important aspect. I'll definitely clear that aspect.
Right, sir. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, everybody. So we are having this class next this Sunday, that is coming Sunday, and the next Sunday, 3 hours each. Sir will definitely exceed this, so it is going to be more. All of you, please avail the early bird, because after the early bird, we will not be entertaining. And all are welcome to join this. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Class is on 23rd and 30th, no?
Yes.
Yes.
Not coming Sunday.
Not coming Sunday. The next.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you for the guidance.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank
Thank
you,
you,
ma'am.
everybody.
Thank you, ma'am.